understand. What's wrong?
My stomach really hurt.
What happened?
I don't know. I think it might be something I ate.
What'd you eat?
I had hot Cheetos. Oh.
I am in so much pain right now. To find out why, we're going to test the level of acidity in Cheetos brand products and see if there are safety implications concerning the consumption of them.
So here's what we think. If the solution's pH is less than 4, then the snack is very dangerous because of its large concentration of strong acid. If it's greater or equal to 4, then it's generally safe because of its weak acidity. But either way, the snacks may be bad for you.
Alright, we expect the pH to be lower than 4. This would indicate that excessive consumption of the different types of these Cheetos brand products would be harmful or could have harmful effects and should have precautions set against them.
So here's what we used. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Alright, so how we did this experiment is that we took a handful of Cheetos from each type and crushed them with a mortar and pestle to make sure they were into a finely ground dust.
Then we took 5 grams of the dust and mixed it with 50 milliliters of water in an Erlenmeyer flask.
After this, we used a pH meter and calibrated it to make sure it could accurately read the pH.
Then we gathered the necessary materials for titration and titrated the solution with 0.1 molar NaOH.
We also used the pH meter as a guideline to double check our titration results afterwards.
And then we did the same thing for all 4 types of Cheetos.
Alright, so we had a range of from 4.62 to 6.21, with jalapeno having the highest pH and the extra hot Cheetos being the lowest pH. So variation could result from the amount of powder in which each Cheeto had. So let's say if one, depending on the amount of cornmeal ratio to powder ratio that was in each Cheeto, that could have a result.
And also, since the mass was exactly the same, mass had a very low impact on the experiment.
So we just found that the Cheetos proved to be safe as long as there's no overconsumption. The more powder and spice flavor that the Cheeto has, the more acidic it is going to be due to the greater presence of citric and lactic acids. What was most surprising was the actual values of the pH. The pKa's of the acids are a lot less than the ones calculated from the ones in the snacks, where citric acid is around 3.13 and lactic acid is 3.86. The product is shown to be moderately safe. Just don't consume it too much or you might have a bad time later. And depending on someone's state of health, the effects of the consumption can be different, as people with certain intestinal and stomach issues might react violently to the consumption of these. So be safe when you're eating your chips.
Alright, so further research and what's next. Pretty much just what we want to do is find different pHs of common hot sauces like Tapatio or Sriracha, right? And also we just want to figure out we want to do this because of the different health hazards and like how spiciness is related to acidity in like its purest form. And yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.